Hey everyone, welcome to the most technical, the most knowledgeable
I'd agree with technical.
cast anywhere.
I mean, it is really.
We thought
I mean, it's us or what? Shane and Piran. I mean, come on. It's just no-brainer, guys.
that is actually true.
Yeah.
Like, we are so much superior.
Absolutely.
Just because we have hair.
Yes.
As,
They were flack talking us in the lobby, telling me to chop my hair off.
hey,
I said, we're not moving over yet. I'm quite comfortable there.
they're trying to make converts. Like, maybe
They are.
like, I am starting to get older, but the hair's not receding just yet.
Not
so
yet.
at that point, then maybe I'll consider it.
When do you expect your hair to go? Do you think-
Actually, never.
Never. You think
Never.
it'll be good?
As far as my family
genes and
genetics
stuff,
go, and redheads normally don't actually have receding
Actually, I've
hairline.
never seen a bald redhead.
Yeah, you
But
probably.
then, I guess you can't if they're bald. You can't tell if they are a redhead.
Holy crap! I'm blown.
That's true. Yeah,
Oh
I don't know. Yeah.
boy.
Oh no, I guess they could still have like a beard or a mustache.
Reds
and then
go
it'll be
white.
at the bottom.
Reds go white.
They just go white.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay.
You go white / blondish.
Straight white, not kind of greyish. You know, don't have a grey face.
No, normally just go white.
Okay.
Because grey is for like the darker hair.
For darker hair.
Yeah.
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 Ah.
But if I ever go white, I'm gonna shave the entire thing off.
Really, you wouldn't dye your hair
I
or
don't
anything?
I don't want to look
or-
like Nahaz.
Nahas, the Nahas style. I don't know. White can be nice. White can be nice.
Maybe I start
Yes.
calling myself Professor One.
Professor one.
That's,
Wow. What would you be a professor in?
Well, definitely be education, man.
Education.
Yeah. That's
Of what?
Actually, like school education. It's teaching.
Oh, you'd be like a teacher. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we just did what, like like you teach everything, or
No.
I don't know.
I'd teach people to teach.
Oh, you teach people to teach.
Would be what I would do.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going to be a professor, I'm going to be at a university and teaching people something. So, yeah, because
Oh, okay.
I was a qualified teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you teach?
Early childhood. I did diploma
Yeah.
of community services and children's services and a bachelor of education in early childhood.
And this was in Australia.
Yeah.
So what did you end up doing casting for? I thought you used to be in musicals and stuff.
Yeah, but
Was that like a hobby?
That was always the amateur stuff on the side.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never went professional.
No.
I didn't feel I was good enough.
Well,
So-
did you try and go professional?
No.
No? Just.
It can date back. This is a very the story dates back to grade 9. Grade 9, which would be back in
What's grade 9?
What's
that?
Grade 9, as
Grade
in
9.
like high school.
Grade 9. Oh,
Grade
grade
9.
9. Okay, grade 9.
Grade 9.
9.
Yes, back when I was in high school.
Back in high school.
This is obviously. Hang
Yeah.
on. When was grade 9? Grade 9 was 19.
That must have been what,
It was
1970?
1999.
1999.
In
I
nine-
was 6 then. I started school then. When you were in grade 9.
Holy crap. Yeah, in 1999,
Yeah.
there was a drama teacher at
Okay.
my school. And he went by the name of Rupert Wooth.
Rupert Woof.
Yes, the rumor was he changed it. He changed his name. Sorry. His name was Rupert Wooth originally, and he changed it to Gregory.
Why did he change his name to Gregory?
I don't know, but
That doesn't make any sense.
But there was a moment at my school where
Yeah.
he was it's a weird drama teacher. And one kid walked out of his class to get a drink from the bubbler outside his classroom, and I was in the creative performance arts class, just outside doing a little thing.
Okay.
And he walks out, starts yelling at the kid, grabs the kid, and puts his head up against the wall, saying, "You do not leave my classroom without permission." And at that point, I decided I'm not going to take a drama class. And without that drama class, I never really got into. It would have been very difficult to actually go into professional.
Was it?
theatre.
And back in the day, was that like standard for teachers, or did he get in trouble?
He didn't get in
No?
trouble.
He's still doing it to this day.
The other teacher was just like, "There's nothing to see here." There's like the National Lampoon's kind of
You saw
thing,
nothing.
like Naked Gun movie. It's just like there's a fireworks factory going off behind you. The teacher's like, "There's nothing to see here, boys and girls.
Wow.
Move along." Yeah,
Damn.
but that was the reason why I
Yes,
didn't
because
do
you
drama,
didn't do drama,
and I didn't go to
'cause
university
Richard
on that
Roof,
front.
aka
Yeah,
Gregory.
Yeah, thank you, Gregory.
Do you think he's still out there?
I actually
Like-
don't know.
Or was he an old lad? Is he gone?
I actually don't know if
No.
he's still working there, but luckily I have a very old school friend who now works in the performance arts
At that school.
at my old school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I'll find out for you, OD.
Yeah, find out.
And
Gregory
I'll-
Gregory's
I
still
will
there.
I will I will solve this very perilous question which we have brought up because these teams are taking for bloody ever to do their drafting.
They are. But anyways, have we said anything different here? Not really. I mean, Night Stalker Lone Druid, maybe that's a bit different to have in the earlier stages of a draft, but Spirit like their Stalker.
The Doom is probably the most standard thing out of all of this.
That's like, I don't know what happened this qualifiers, but suddenly over the last, well, not even a Wii player, I don't think that was the first pick, but now here in like pretty much most regions, it's like, get the Doom.
It's the fact that he fits that perfect 4 position, and the movement into the mid game, like the development of mid game, is just so easy for him as well. And going up against a lot of the high HP heroes that we're seeing.
Yeah.
Infernal Blade is obviously percentage based off the HP, so it's just
Was it
so
4%
damn
or 5%
good.
over second?
Uh,
yeah, 5% max HP is damage, that's right.
Yeah. So you can imagine what that's
Decent.
like when you hit an Alchemist with that later on. Actually,
Yeah,
the
I know
Alchemist
what
wouldn't be the best
Because
example
you
of
just
it.
regen back.
Yeah. Actually, who was the? We were watching.
Who got wrecked by
Oh
it?
god, it was the. Who the hell was it? I think it was actually Merlini, playing the PL in the open qualifier of Veggies, and he had like 4k HP because he was walking around with like a heart. And then Infernal Blade hits him, and you just see him drop so quickly.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Either way,
That's good.
as far as this game goes, I'm hoping for more aggression. Team Spirit, like, their lineup leans towards that. If you get the Ags on the Night Stalker, Vision is the key after Beastmaster was banned out. Bane's a great controller. Queen of Pain's a good tempo setter for Iceberg. That's all good. But Vega always have these wonderful strats where if you win one fight, you take an objective. And Lone Druid is the king of taking objectives.
Yeah, Vega really. As I said, I was saying to you, I think going into this one, Vega, for me at least, you got to look as the stronger side. But oh, here we go, speeding up the picks now. Lion for Vega, and Team Spirit going to hit back with a carry that's certainly coming back here in 6.87. Lifestealer did receive a fair few buffs, and already you've got the vessels of both the Quap, even the Night Stalker at night time, just running in someone's face. It's nice, and of course something that's pretty good against the Lone Druid. You know, chomp on that bear and heal yourself straight back up.
Oh, I'm actually just happy that the Lifestealer, they nerfed the cheese.
Oh, what the level 6 into Ancients?
Yeah, which is
that was
so stupid. But now you can do it. Now you can do it at level 11.
You can, yeah.
But it's these Lifestealers that just build the early armlets. They get involved in fights. We actually saw in previous games Lifestealer comboing with Tinker, so they're jumping across the map, and Tinker actually just initiates in. They pop out.
We've seen some did you see that Banana Slam Jammy game? Did you see? Did you see what he built on Lifestealer?
No, I didn't.
He built Radiance Banter Octarine and then lost the game.
What a surprise with that build.
It was
why would you do that?
I don't know. It was quite interesting.
Hey, was there something he was trying to break free of to get rage of?
I don't know. Probably the chance of qualifying. I mean, I don't know. It was interesting.
Brutal.
There must have been a reason. You know, I can. But he's the kind of guy to have a reason. You know, he talked to me. He'd be like, well, it's because of this and this and this, and he does all these things that he's come together in his head. But I don't know. I just walked in and I looked on the screen and I was like, hang on, who's built that? You know, sometimes you see people like post on the Reddit like, guess the carry. It was like, what is that? The Lifestealer? I don't know.
Is that like when we had the Octarine on the bristleback in the Chinese game yesterday?
But that's good, wasn't it? I didn't see that. That sounds brilliant. That's the kind of stuff I'd be like, eh.
We were sitting there on the couch, and Winter's just like, this is not the thing.
Well, what else did he have? Did he have like Ags or?
What did he build? Was it
Shivas, Crimson Guard, anything?
It was only like, I think it was the normal build, and he replaced the heart with the Octarine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he didn't win. They lost. Well, they won.
Yeah. No, whoa. Actually, did they win or did they lose? I honestly can't remember.
Okay.
That was in the long stretch yesterday.
But Winter wasn't happy with it.
Winter was joking about the entire time, just going, this is not the thing.
No.
There was like, he was trying to do the math.
Yeah.
As like, does this actually add up? And it's like, you know what? In one fight, the Octarine, because the life seal, like the difference between like heart, how much life you would get from all the damage that you were doing, like then it would make sense in one fight out of like 6.
Yes.
So it didn't make a lot of sense. But he was like, if he does get the Academ Scepter, then it makes a lot of sense.
Then I think, then I can see. Yeah, if he's got the Axe as well.
Then you got the AoE Nasal Goo, and it's like, boom, we're instantly going to be amazing. But I almost want to say Vegas won this game.
Well, with the draft?
Yeah.
Really? I guess Jug Lifestealer, yeah, it's a good pair up for Vega to have. What's going to be up against the Quad mid? Well, let's talk about latency. I guess this is going to be what? It's going to be Mag Lone Druid, actually. Yeah, he always plays the Lone Druid effect. So it's going to be offlane Lone Druid, yeah. So they still need no one's here in the mid lane.
Yep.
Against a Quad, I wonder what they'll take.
It's a shame OD doesn't get picked up as much.
OD, I haven't seen a single OD game. I don't think since
neither
the
have I.
nerfs.
Oh,
okay.
I like it.
Magnus Jug, this is nice. With the bear as well. I mean, you empower the bear and he starts to chomp away and push.
We're actually talking. I was
This is
talking
good.
to Blitz about
Yeah.
this in the last game, and Blitz was just like, you know
Yeah.
what? You're a Magnus. You just trade, right? You
Mhm.
just like you shockwave, and you're all good. Um, in this case, like with the empower buff up on Juggernaut on the Lone Druid Bear, like you're gonna have such like an injection of damage into the Vega lineup at that sweet spot, and you just like sit in your mid lane and you play passive. You don't have to do anything else. I think Team Spirit are actually now on a clock, which is hilarious because they don't want to fight too much in the first 4 minutes because the Night Stalker's not going to be that powerful. Neither will be the Queen of Pain.
Well, because I guess it's. I mean, unless it's a Funnic Night Stalker, which it might be. I have a feeling that they do this. They rather than just having it in kind of the position 4, they will play it on the
that
off
could
lane.
work.
I mean, as I said,
I'd be worried
I
though.
think it
Like
could be
you'd
Funnic
need
Night
to have
Stalker.
like Chen and Chance to take it out. You could try and counter with Enigma. You are going up against 4 melee heroes, so you could give that a shot. 'Cause I'm worried they're just like.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, I think it's gonna be Funnic Night Stalker and always want to fly Jakiro again. Yeah, so yeah, they'll play the Night Stalker on the off lane, which is probably better as you say, because you're gonna get the levels early, and then you're gonna maybe be able to do a bit more in the first night. As you said, because I think they do want to do that. Yeah, you don't want to go late against a lineup with Mag, Jug, Doom, because at that point you're just leaving yourself open to if they get one good RP, suddenly you've lost the game.
Yeah, and that's why I think like Vega's lineup is so much easier to execute than Team Spirits is. Like whenever you run a hero like a Chikiro as well, you gotta hit the sweet timing on him where he's able to do a lot of impact damage to the early tier 1 towers. Like you make the most out of the level 4 liquid fire early on, because if he doesn't do that, he just drops off so massively, and they won't care about like macro pyre. Like, why would you care about Macropire when you got the life of a Magnus and the Lone Druid? Juggernaut will be the only one that might be concerned. And Lion will just dodge.
Yeah,
I'm really not a fan of
interesting.
this.
I mean, I'm going to wonder as well if Always Wanna Fly goes for the same build as I was saying to you that he did the other day, where he did just go Veil straight Aghanims.
Veil and Ags?
No Yules. And I think he ended up with Yules later on.
Yeah. I could see him standing there and tanking through the engagement. I could definitely see that happening. But
I've just been hit by Windows Update. I was like, why is it lagging?
Yeah, it was lagging.
Preparing to configure Windows. Do not turn off your computer. Well, I'm not turning off Windows. God damn it. Windows.
Well, I suppose you're from Dream League anyway. You're used to someone doing your observing for you, right?
That's the thing. That computer's just not working.
Yeah, I'm going to sit here and Odie's going to be our play-by-play for this game.
Well, what are you on about? We're both play-by-play. You're the play. And then
you want us to turn
throw in a bit of buy, and then you're the other play.
You want to turn us into Koreans?
Koreans, what do the Koreans do?
They
just shout. You're just going to shout a lot. I hope there's a good fight to do that. Here you go. Thank you, Windows.
That's when you got to learn to do the tasteless psychosis thing.
What I said, they were kind of before my time. Give me a little.
They still cast. They still cast to this day.
But they do like dead games, don't they?
They. Yes, they do.
Yeah. What do they still cast? No, they cast a little bit. They moved to different things. Yeah, one of them starts.
They both do Heroes of the Storm. And they were the first ever StarCraft
I know they were apparently like the big boys.
Yeah. When it came to like the first professional English casters in the world, Tastes and Nartosis were it.
Are they both American?
Yep, they are both American, and they both live in Korea.
They live in Korea.
Yep, because that was obviously where the home of StarCraft esports is.
And they're still out there?
Yep, they still work with GSL and a whole bunch of other groups out there.
Okay.
But Artosis is the one who probably does more stuff. Like he
yes.
does a lot of Hearthstone.
Why did they never move into like? Did they never do MOBAs? I guess apart from Heroes, they never did like Hon or anything.
They're Blizzard boys.
Yeah.
Is the best way to probably describe it.
Yeah.
Beyond that, not much.
Have you ever tried casting a Blizzard game?
I actually cast StarCraft 2 for a while.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did the Australian leagues back when I was still casting with Cybergamer.
Australian StarCraft.
Yeah, it was good.
Was it StarCraft? I never really played StarCraft. Is it pretty hyped to cast or?
It's
like, how's it compared to like
It's
Dota?
actually got its
Is there
moments.
more moments or less moments?
It's got its moments. You really want to have someone who knows about the timings because that's what it's all about. I hate details like that, so obviously I just took care of the hype part of it. But the fights were pretty good. Like, you had a lot of rhythm to play with, so yeah, it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. Very challenging.
Yeah, but it feels like it. I mean, is there more to learn in StarCraft compared to like Dota, or would you say Dota's more complex?
Different.
Yeah.
Very, very, very different. Like, Yeah. There's a lot more timing stuff that you have to learn with StarCraft, and there's a lot more maps, so it's a different kettle of fish for learning. But I'd say it's about the same amount of knowledge, just very different ways of learning.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably talk about our game.
See what's going on up here.
Considering Always Want to Fly is currently
dead.
Yeah, he's actually dead.
Fairy fire! Oh, the blast!
Can't reach him.
Oh, 40 HP is good.
You would think with a sword that big he could reach.
Come on, Salah. I mean, what do you reckon about these lanes anyway? So what we got going up a bit? Because some kind of aggressive stuff from Vega.
Well, for me, I'm loving this.
Look at the aggressive tri-lane going on.
You know, normally I'm all about like a Jakiro in the lane because he's like one of the highest strength-based support heroes in the game. But that's also really, really bad when you're going up against Infernal Blade of the Doombringer because he just uses that to his advantage. So Always Want to Fly in this lane. It's not as good. And they don't really have kill potential. Like, out of both these heroes, like, you can actually get the early point up in Ice Path from a Jakiro, so at least you've got one stun there. But most of this lane is just, like, harassment, try and zone him out, but you're up against a Juggernaut, right? This is the reason why Vega can get away with this. All they gotta do is, like, you take the damage, you back out, and you drop Healing Ward.
Yeah.
Or if they initiate with Ice Path, you can see the animation coming. In fact, the Ice Path doesn't hit you instantly. So, even if you do cast Ice Path and it comes towards FN, he just has to hit spin. Goodbye, Courier. Oh, wait. No, what? That's almost cheating.
What happened there?
The Courier was down to 10 HP by a solo. And they send it flying, and he gets
Dude, that must have been literally just as the 3-minute mark hit as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally on it. Always Want to Fly, the spin, heavy damage, and you just back up from the Ice Path. FN's fine with this, like, the Jakiro's got no life. Like, you got
he's going to be out of regen now. Yeah, he's popped it all now, hasn't he?
Yeah, you got 3 tangos left on the lane.
Yeah, I mean, in CS-wise, what, FN 14 for 334, so they're still getting something out of this, but I don't know, there's going to be that point. I think the level game's quite important here as well. If FN gets that 6 online, the lifesteal's got to be very, very careful. Especially solo, we'll see where he tends to roam around again. This mid lane matchup, the Magnus versus the Quap. Pretty even trades, I guess, you know, as you're mentioning. You know, as a Magnus, just sit back, spam out that shockwave, you're always going to get the farm. Both heroes relatively low.
We're actually waiting for Sol to get in range for it, because you don't know what Creep Sol's got inside of him.
Yeah, he's got the snare out.
With the Troll Trapper. Are they battling again on top? No. Always Want to Fly is just, like, staying a long time. Illidan's, like, ferrying him tangos so he can actually, like, come back in life.
I mean, there's other lane as well that we're not really talked about, but Mag on this bottom lane. Looks like he's not managed to get that much farm. He's only managed to find 7 CS so far, and then you compare that to Funnick, 24-11. So I mean, this bottom lane looks a bit of a wash for Spirit.
That much?
I was gonna say Spirit just having a great time down there.
I can understand it when you lose your bear.
Yeah.
That's very problematic. But how do you also lose your bear in the first place? Did you see how that happened?
No, I did not. No.
Wasn't looking myself.
They must have got. Well, I guess they just chased it down here with Funnick.
Like, I actually just look at that lane. I'm like, oh, this lane should be easy for Mag, right? But with a level 4 bear, there's no entangle. He actually only has a stout shield and Quelling Blade.
And the Funnick's going to top. They're going to try and do something here. They're going in onto Shoma with the open wounds. Ice Path onto 2, and with the rotation from Funnick, they'll find 1.
Nice, first blood.
Yeah.
And FN just spins himself away.
Yeah, smart read there of the map from Funnick. You know, good time at the night time. It's never really the easiest as well, I guess, when you're playing the offlane Night Stalker to go for those kind of ganks, because it's very obvious when you're no longer in position. But if you make moves as quick as that, you're going to get away with it. And now eyeing up no one, and no one could be in a lot of trouble. There's no silence though, but with the Void and the dagger, what level's that dagger? I suppose going to blink through and finish the job with a couple of right clicks. And Funnick, suddenly just like that in the first night time, making 2 kills happen across the map. That's great stuff for the Night Stalker.
That's actually so smart from Iceberg. He knew exactly how much damage he needed, and really Funnick, are you going to get a 3rd kill?
Surely not. I mean, he might with the phase boost.
Yeah, all he's
he's level 3 Void. Yeah, you dive this. Go Funnick.
Under the tier 2 tower might be a little bit too much.
I guess.
But I want to give massive
stuff.
props to Iceberg there.
Yeah.
He knew he didn't have enough mana for the Sonic Wave, even though he skilled it up. He didn't have enough mana for the Scream either. So he actually waited out and got the blink into a Shadow Strike, just knowing that would be just enough damage to ensure the kill. And then he just gets a 6-minute rune, and he's all good. In fact, he actually tried to get both the 6-minute runes. That's a little greedy.
This is interesting. They've actually sent FN now down to the bottom lane and putting Mag up top. But I mean, FN at the moment, he's on his own and he's got to deal with a Night Stalker and a Bane. He's got to be pretty careful here. I guess there's still no silence on Funnick, so there's always going to be an ability for FN to spin out. But still, a minute or so left of night time and no support in the lane for FN. We'll see if Spirit able to do anything in terms of punishing that one.
Vega should be really concerned about this. You're getting so much farm early on Funnick.
Yeah,
and if he wishes to,
it's insane.
He could rush into the Aghanim Scepter. You probably
I guess
you
yeah,
probably
I
want to
guess
have
he
like
does,
some more
yeah.
early fighting items, but it's the fact that Funnick actually has the start to this. That once the Axe comes up, getting a good mag RP off is going to be really difficult, and no one's gone for the longer road to the Blink Dagger. He's gone for the bottle and the Arcane Boost before picking up Blink.
Look at this FN. This is what happens. He's on his own. Nice. I mean, that Blade Fury coming out just before the Brain Set was able to get itself in range. Anyway, but yeah, you got to be so careful as this Jug. What he's got the backup of the line now. What level's he got in Healing Ward? It's just level 1, but still, it's a pretty good spell. He'll be back into laning shape. And top lane, Mag's in trouble. He's been ice pathed, looking for the dive down, but solo TP's in, and that will stop Team Spirit from looking to push on.
This is the level 3 Liquid Fire from Always Wanna Fly. He's actually completely bypassing Dual Breath as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is there's been different phases of the Jakiro skill build. I remember when it was pretty much you just get 1 point in Ice Path, and then you do in the max first and third. But now it seems, I know we've seen more Jakiros do this, where they just go for more in Ice Path, and sometimes as we're seeing here, just passing by Dual Breath at the earlier stages. And well, mid lane, Quap jumping in, and he's going to get that one. As you said earlier, didn't use the Sonic Wave, so still had that available. And it's a big kill as well, just catching out that Magnus.
However, he doesn't have TP. I suppose going to drop very low. The movement from
Lucky
Solo,
man.
he first steals the double damage ring, which is what made that so close.
Yeah. Didn't have that mana for that stun. If he had that, that would have been a very different story. Mag's actually, worth noting as well, he's actually caught up a lot in this top lane. We're seeing him get up to 30 CS now on the Lone Druid, so he really was suffering down at the bottom, but the lane swap seems to actually worked out in the long haul for Vega.
Well, this is an easier lane for him too. Like you see what he does. Like you just jump onto the side cam, then the creep wave is going to be pushing in, so he just rotates back over again. And the Juggernaut, you're kind of expecting Team Spirit to apply a little bit more pressure on that bottom lane.
Yeah.
So by bringing the Juggernaut down with his escape mechanism of spin, it's just a safer thing for him. And okay, smoke maneuver, no blink, but he can skewer himself into RP if he wants to try and find this kill.
Yeah, I wonder if there's going to be any TP reactions coming in time. Oh, but that is a lot of hate for a Bane. I mean, Omni Slash and RP, they weren't messing around.
Yeah, I'd be okay with this if Mag was there to beat into the tower.
I don't know, man. That's both those spells offline for nearly 2 minutes. That was, they really wanted to get themselves a kill on the ball, Vega, and they do, but it's just a Bane.
And I could be okay with this. I could be okay with this. Primarily because level 1 Omni Slash is kind of a piece of piss.
It's true, yeah. It's not.
Like you get 3 jumps, the chance of actually finding a kill. Also up against Team Spirit, who are just very tanky by nature, or like have escape mechanisms. You Omni Slash on the Night Stalker, like 3 slices, you don't kill him. You do it to the Juggernaut, you won't kill him. Do it to the Lifestealer, you won't kill him. So you find the Bane, one of the ones which you can kill, and he's locked in position with the RP. Yeah. So that's fine.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, at the moment, Vega, they're losing out at farm, they're losing out at kills. It's not the ideal of starts for them, but as you said, maybe in terms of draft, they have got kind of the easier lineup to execute when it gets to the kind of the mid-game stage. So as long as they don't have an atrocious early game and we'll kind of get those core timings like the Magnus's blink.
They just have to do something with it, though.
Yeah.
Like when I was thinking about that, I'm like, well, Vega's easy to execute, but if Team Spirit can see them coming, then it's not as great. Like, you still need the RP to do work. You need Lion to have a Blink Dagger and get that first jump at initiation, because right now, like, Juggernaut can't be initiator. If you are forcing the issue down a lane, maybe that's your other opportunity. But are we looking at like you're getting drums? What mech? I'm not seeing a mech. Lone Druid's going Midas. He wants to go Radiance. Your split push is okay then, but your early presence to push down the lane, it's actually still okay, but I'm not seeing Vega hitting that sweet spot I thought they were going to hit.
Yeah, and it's certainly going to take him a lot longer than Team Spirit. I mean, Funnick picked up, he went for the Midas on the Night Stalker, so getting that at the 9 or so minute mark, and then as we expect, building into Ags, probably going to get Vlad's as well for the team.
You're going to be forever in the shade.
Yeah,
like the Night Stalker.
They've got the start that they need here, Spirit.
That's the beauty about so you got an under 10-minute hand of Myers, as you said, on the Night Stalker. He's going to have level 16 so early on.
Yeah, he really is, because he got so much out of that bottom lane. It really did. The start against Mag's Lone Druid, him and Bane was just a great pairing to open up that lane and find so much for Funnick. And I mean, Bane himself, they did kill him, but he's pretty close to getting his 6 online, so you can have Fiend's Grip ready for the next fight. And 30 seconds, Sonic Waves back online. And as we saw, of course, that there's the Jakiro as well, constantly knocking on the door of the top lane, and Tier 1 top has probably going to go down in the next push if Always Wanna Fly gets himself in there with the Liquid Fire. As, the timing seeming to be going a lot better so far for Spirit.
You always get nervous about Jakiro liquid firing a tower like this. Like that one liquid fire brings the tower, it's still just above deny range.
Yes.
But without the level 4 and with consistent damage on a tower, it's actually a lot easier to deny. And Mag's already tanked up, so he's ready for this. Like I'm actually going to fortify as well. With the Ice Path, it only catches the bear. Support's rotating over, and then she just used Macropie to zone.
Oh yeah, with Iceberg blinking across. Mag's got to run himself back to base. Solo's coming in with a smoke, but I don't know if they're going to be able to catch anyone on the side of Team Spirit. I mean, as you said, they really need Blink on the Magnus or on the Lion really for
the
catch
nice from
potential.
Seema.
Yeah, just
waits
from a high
for
ground.
Iceberg to move back.
But
he's got Finger of Death as well, so Iceberg is guaranteed kill.
Yeah, that's really nice from Vega. Really nice. I guess you said, no vision here on the high ground for Spirit. Quap just, unaware that there was a little Lion hiding around there. Doom and Finger drop, so Vega, they are certainly a fan of dropping the big ults in tandem.
It's also really good the fact that no one was the one to get the last hit on that kill.
Yes.
So it brings him a lot closer towards that Blink Dagger timing for him. However, we hit Darkness for Funnick, and he instantly goes on top of FN and takes FN after he's already triggered off the spin with the Fiend's Grip committal as well. No one! He'll only get the RP. It's on Funnick. You already killed the Juggernaut, and thanks to Nightmare from Goldblack, Funnick just walking away. The Infernal Blade burn damage wasn't enough to find the kill, and they got no way to chase it. With Iceberg also appearing in the lane, you may find yourself being overcommitted if Vega were trying to chase that kill.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, And again, another situation where RP's used not optimally. Yeah, it's not going to find anything for the side of Vega. Team Spirit, this funny Night Stalker. You know what I mean? There's a reason why they picked this first in the draft, didn't they?
Yeah.
This is we're certainly seeing why they value this hero so highly, because Funnick, he's playing it really, really well this game.
And look at the timing too. Like you just end Darkness, and now we're already like back into Darkness again as we hit nighttime. And Team Spirit, it's fight into objective. Always want to fly. You bring in your level 4 Liquid Fire, you take out the towers. You manage to remove 2 Tier 1 towers just before hitting the second nighttime phase, which is the sweet spot again for a Night Stalker, as he has a point booster to his name. This Aghanim Scepter, if they keep going at this rate, this Aghanim Scepter is going to be done before like 19, 20 minutes.
Yeah. And one of the things as well is you've just constantly got Illidan on this top lane. I mean, he's not left it. He doesn't need to at the moment. Now he's going to try and go for a bit of an adventure with Funnick.
Surprise!
And FN, what's he got? Well, nothing when he's been silenced up. How long's this one going to be? Is it going to be long enough to bring them down? FN, he gets the chance for the Blade Fury, but just get the punches in, and another kill for Funnick. 3-0-2. Funnick is reading this map absolutely beautifully. He's everywhere that he needs to be.
This is the issue of the Juggernaut. Yeah. Spin is a wonderful escape mechanism, but once you're obviously silenced to start with, you can't break free with Spin because you can't use it, but it's also the movement speed. So you go into Spin and you can't outrun a Night Stalker. So what are you meant to do? You can stop magical damage being done, but Team Spirit brought in the 2 big physical damages. They brought in both the Lifestealer as well as the Night Stalker.
Oh, this is really nice as well. The Team Spirit, they realise that the advantage they are, 5-2, 30 minutes in, they're dominating the map, and they just go smoke on smoke. They're ready to go.
No one TP's the perfect moment.
Yeah. And he can't die now. It's 1800 towards the Blink Dagger. If he has another bad fight, that's just going to put the side of Vega in such a bad position.
There's no Juggernaut here for the fight.
Silence for Solo, yeah.
They need to kill Doom. You actually notice Iceberg. He's swinging up. He wants to go for the Sonic Wave. There's Tony there with the Ice Path. They hold Solo in position. Iceberg, what is he waiting for?
Nothing comes out. At the same time, he's going to kind of tank the Doom. They might want to go back in after the back of this. I mean, they are without Bane, but I don't know. There's still space created for Illidan. You know what I mean? Lifestealer's chilling up top. But Yeah, that was really good for Vega that didn't go badly, as we are saying. And now no one, he's got the money for his Blink Dagger as well. And we saw in that fight, thinking about dropping the RP, cancel casting it. Actually, is really good for him that he didn't in the end. Because now for the next fight, next defense, he is going to have that Blink RP. And that might just catch Team Spirit off guard. They need to try and make a big play happen with this Blink reveal. They've got to do something smart with this one.
That just felt really, really odd.
I mean, it was just, yeah, well, they jumped in on the Doom. They Fiend script him. He already has Scorched Earth out. So, you know, Doom was just like, can you just get off me, please? It just wasn't doing anything to the Doom.
Yeah. I just saw Sonic Wave animation start twice from the Queen of Pain.
It was kind of
and she
lurching back and then, nah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we got this, right? They always want to fly. I got this fantastic stun. That was the most obvious ward ever. Fly.
We're just waltzing past the jug and be like, excuse me, I'm putting this up here.
Pretty much that. Like, don't mind me. I just got to get the box of cereal from the top shelf. Phonic, now there's an opening. Going to go over on Mag. With open wounds, this is just such a fun little fight.
Oh, the RP though. Look, they're going to turn it here. Tobes into the tower with the skewer. They're going to stomp onto Illidan. Can they kill this Lifestealer with the armlet though?
We got to be careful.
Yeah.
That Fiend script's off cooldown in 2 seconds time. They'll find the control there.
FN still got the Omni Slash. But that doesn't go in, and well, that was the Blink RP, and it didn't find anything, unfortunately, for them. I mean, just save some lives, as you know, last year was about to go ham, but Team Spirit's still going to find the tier 1 here, and I don't know, it still feels like just a world of momentum behind the side of Spirit at this point.
That disengage as well from Team Spirit was perfect.
Yeah.
Like, Always Wanna Fly made the call almost instantly. It's like, okay, I've thrown out my Ice Path, I don't want to do anything else. We're behind a tier 1 tower, but wait, RP is down. We don't lose any heroes because the ones that he grabbed were the 2 really tanky ones.
That was the thing, yeah. They just kind of were like, all right, we're under a tier 2, we'll just walk it off.
Yeah.
Lifesteal and Funny was just like, all right,
in
time to
fact,
disband.
I actually start to wonder if they can kill him, because you open wounds and then Funnick is also like life leeching at that point.
Yeah,
then you got the armor toggling of a Lifestealer. All these things just start like adding up.
I mean, what are you relying on in damage? I mean, Mag, of course, he's still working on the Radiance. That's not coming anytime soon. Maybe he gets it by the 20-minute mark if he's able to find himself
it's still
involved
enough
in some action.
The bear is getting mopped up. Like,
yeah,
how many times has Mag lost that bear already?
Yeah.
All you got to do is open wounds. The Lifestealer is great against any hero who's got high amounts of HP.
Yeah. A lot of weight is just on this Jug. They need these RPs into kind of Omni Slashes with the Empower on Juggernaut, and then maybe they've got a chance at bring down some of these tankier members. But as we're seeing at this moment, it's very, very hard. And off the back of that, you know, you look over to Always Wanna Fly, he's going to have the Veil done. So, you know, even the Jakira as well, you're not really going to be able to take the guy down in one Omni Slash. This is pretty scary here for the side of Vega.
There's one Omni Slash, which is still level 1.
Was he level 10?
He's
nearly there. He's nearly there.
He's just about hit level 11. But if you look overall, like, yeah, they're all pretty much level together. But it's because you tried this like aggro tri-lane to get Mag off to a good start, which really didn't happen. Like, Funnick has had the dream play.
The Night Stalkers. I mean, what? How many? But just 600 gold away from the Aghanims now as well, on top of the Midas phase boots. 17.5 minutes in.
Okay, so they actually ended up 5-man smoking. Mag's bears in
the
mid lane fighting.
You know, the ults have just come back online.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't think you got to rush. You've got to find a kill first. And
God Black.
He's going to be like, all right, nice smoke, boys.
That was actually perfect for him as well.
Yeah.
Because he put the Observer Ward down, like he knew exactly what was there. We are still during daytime, so that's not as critical. But, wait, really? What was that? What? Okay, that ward vision is actually really cool for its position.
Oh, what kind of him behind the tree just gives the opening there on the walkway down. Yeah.
It sees the ramp, it sees the Ancients, and it gives a slither of the other walkway. Oh wait, no, it doesn't.
Whose vision are you looking at?
Yeah,
no.
I had vision from something else that was affecting it, because when I had it on there, I'm like, wait, it's fine.
Okay. So it is just the kind of the ancient and the new path.
They need to cut that tree down.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just like, it seems to be on the wrong side, but then I saw this vision on the ramp, like, oh, does it see around the tree? That would have been pretty cool, but no, it doesn't. This ward, I don't know.
Is that next level, or is that
I think this is sub-level.
Okay.
It's like, what does this do?
I like to give them the benefit. There must be a reason. There must be a reason why you just did that to give that little bit.
He plans to kill the tree later.
Maybe.
That's the reason. Yeah, because now they don't see if Team Spirit want to slip themselves into Roshan. And that's very easy for them to do. Like, Illidan's already at a point where he's very comfortable. You get an Aghanim Scepter over on Funnick. Do they have the money on anyone for a gem?
or what to give to Funny.
Yeah,
Maybe you always want to fly get might buy it.
Yeah, he's pretty close.
But then at the same time, as I said, with the Veil's Axe build, he does like to pick up his big flashy items. So I wouldn't be surprised if we just see him pick up a point booster and go for the Axe and maybe leave it to Go Black to pick up the slack and give that gem.
He's
a way off.
Yeah, I would say God Black sacrificing himself, but he's walking around with a casual cloak, wand, and arcanes. So he's not sacrificing himself that hard in this game.
No. I mean, how are we looking in what kind of net worth standards he's the line's the one that's poorest at the moment for Vega, but he is certainly down there on Team Spirit. But as you said, he's got the staple stuff.
Lion can't be the poorest one. He's the guy that needs to have the initiation.
They do need that blink, yeah, they really do.
And it was actually always on a fire is going to buy it. It's just the timing.
Okay.
Like you want to have like the Ags as well as the gem.
20 minutes in that is pretty terrifying for Vega. And we're seeing, of course, at the moment Vega, they've got some pretty decent warding down, and that's going to be gone.
Notice the respect. Second you hit nighttime, back off the lane.
You gotta do it.
You move away from Funnick, but they can't do this forever. Funnick is still hand-midasing himself to level 16.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, though, as we talked, maybe, Vega kind of just slow it down. They don't die. They keep it safe. Team Spirit, how good really is their lineup at breaking the base? They've got a Jakiro for the slow siege, but who's really going to sit down the front lines and hit the tower? You've got, two melee cores against a Magnus RP and a Jug. So, I don't know, it's going to be hard for Team Spirit at that point. I mean, we've seen, they've had a strong early game, but I'm not sold yet on how well it's going to kind of transcend into the later portions. Now that Vega's starting to catch
gets
up.
big enough, you're going to be able to do it because you've also got Liquid Fire. So the tower really isn't as scary. It's the movement onto high ground. So everyone from behind can help out. But with this lineup, Team Spirit don't really have to care. Like they're going to farm the entire map.
Oh, poor old Lion.
Yeah, and they just do moments like this. Like Funnick just hunts every single time it's nighttime. Move across the map. Wow, that was actually kind of like. You just walk away at the last moment. It's like, he's fine, he'll tick out. But Team Spirit, like, they walk around the map, they find themselves a pick-off because their vision superiority is just so damn good. You can keep taking Roshan and then use the Aegis Maul to, like, have that life stealer on the front line.
Yeah.
Liquid fire up, fire up. Everything will burn, and Vega have no way to stop this. Because what are you going to do? Like, you're going to attempt a split push now with a Radiant Spare? With the movement speed that Funnick has got, he can run from one side of the map to the other, and Lifestealer can just infest and like hitch a ride.
I mean, that's the thing; they can kill the bear, relatively easily.
Yeah.
Team Spirit.
And like, what do you even do with that then? Like, you want to start building up like more things on the Kung Fu Panda? Oh yeah, Funnick's already ready to fight. So is Vega. They actually have to fight into an Aegis team if they want to do this.
No, I don't know what this smoke is. I mean, if they can get on the high ground here and then get the high ground jump on Team Spirit as they come up, I mean, this is what they're hoping for. They're hoping for Spirit to come up here so no one can get that RP.
They see Iceberg.
He's going to just jump in.
Oh, it's only on one, though!
They're going to kill him. That's for sure. Beam's been dropped. An Iceberg, he is going to go down. Nice stun onto 3 of them. Solo trying to front line. They'll get the Fiend's Grip off onto FN. But now, with the Omni Slash, this could be actually Vega turning this one around. They've found themselves a double kill. They're chasing down Illidan. He's going to get fingered. He's going to do his old toggling, and he has, of course, still got the Aegis. But Vega, it works out nicely. They take the Quap out at the start of the fight. Certainly they don't have to worry about a Sonic Wave blasting through them. Bane sits there, goes for a Fiend's Grip. He gets quickly chopped to pieces. And it's fights like these that it's like, all right, Vega, they had that sorted there. The smoke was really smart, and Spirit did not expect them to be on that side of the map.
The second that Ice Path hit from the Jakiro, I thought this game is going to be over from Vega. But no damage from the Quap. Eliminated early on.
Yeah, straight away.
Also brings up the question mark of, like, should Lifestealer be the one holding onto the Aegis? Like, normally he's got Infest, or he's got Armor Toggle to keep himself alive. You just lost your Queen of Pain. And this is probably where Team Spirit are also considering, like, what they want to do next. What they wanted to do next was not a team fight. What they wanted to do next was siege high ground. So the Aegis made sense for this, but now it's like, I guess a big question mark. Vega read the movement perfectly. They initiate, they take one, and then Team Spirit come in one after the other. That's why the Omni Slash was effective. Like, it was able to hit almost every single one to kill off the edge of the Jakiro.
We're going to see him go for Mag. I mean, there's going to be TP reactions, but I don't know if you're saving this man. The stun. Nah, Sonic Wave from Iceberg will finish it off. So, I mean, off the back of this, you take the Lone Druid down for 50 seconds. He, of course, he's in no space to buy back. This could be the opening that Spirit need to get that push going that they're hoping to before. And of course, they have still got that Aegis for this one ready on Lifestealer.
I think they've only got enough time though where they take out the tier 2 towers.
Yeah.
Outside, because if they want to push high ground, it's going to be a lot more difficult. So they just wait it out. Like get map control, get aggressive observer walls up, take out the tier 2 towers.
Oh, mid.
Wait, did Gold Black? Yeah, he managed to get the Phoenix Grip on headband.
Oh, Iceberg's blinked in on this.
Oh, the RP! No one! Skewer him back to the tier 3 tower!
No,
Goodbye,
he got
Iceberg.
wrecked, Tobe. Oh. I mean, these RPs, you know, that solo RP, if you can catch out co-op like that, it's worth it. It really is. We're not really seeing the flashiest of kind of, you know, huge 5-man RPs, but they're getting the job done.
You know, the wonderful advantage the Team Spirit had where they had the beautiful vision.
Yeah, it's gone.
Like, they should be getting better pickoffs. They should be having better engagements. You have 2 heroes that move down to the tower to fight, and they fight from a disadvantaged position as well.
Yeah, I don't know about that blinking from Quap. That was...
It made sense until the 4-staff happened.
Yeah,
when the
and then it was
4-staff
like,
happened, he's just like,
all...
oh crap, now I've actually
Yeah.
got to go deeper. And you can see he walks a couple of steps forward,
He's like, I should
and
be
no
doing
one
this.
is... that's when Vega just has better positioning, better fighting power.
Yeah.
And you're giving more and more money and more levels to this lone druid so he can catch up. The Juggernaut's the top net worth now with the Mana Cell, so the Orchid from the Quap doesn't control Jack. A Juggernaut even takes out the bottom tier 1 tower when there's 3 heroes there trying to stop him. You're taking 2 tier 1 towers in a very short space of time with no reaction from Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, as you showed there, the graph, you know, starting to turn around. I think this is going to be a real issue for Spirit. And I don't know, it's just kind of Vega. You know, these guys, they play so well as a team. You know, in terms of individual skill, yeah, there might be some kind of shining stars on Spirit, but Spirit, you know, compared to Vega's lineup, you know, albeit obviously the carry switch up, they are a very new team, Spirit. This kind of iteration of them. So I think this kind of goes to show where Vega are just making just the safer and the smarter decisions, and as we saw there, you know, they managed to close up this gap that Spirit were able to create in the earlier portion of the game.
If only it was nighttime for Funnick.
I
Now he
know.
triggers darkness, but they missed their opportunity just by a hair. Gold Black was on the other side of the tree line, so he had one moment where maybe they could have got a pick off and then start regaining map control.
Yeah, it's all about playing around this night. It's all about playing around the night time and the ult timing for Vega as well.
Team Spirit just got a successful scan. They scanned the tier 2 tower of Vega, and it looks like they were wondering if Team Spirit are grouping up for a smoke maneuver. That has to be in the mindset right now.
Yeah, I think the reason why is because at that point as well, ults just come back online, so that's the time to scan, as you said. Just checking if there's any kind of movement coming through. Always want to fly. Needs to be a little bit careful here. I mean, he's going to get away with it, but he is on a little bit of a lone venture. It's a nice ward, though.
I'm trying to understand this build.
He's doing Verlags again, isn't he? Yeah. No yours.
Yeah.
Who needs a yours? It's rubbish. It doesn't do any damage. Well, it does, but yeah, who cares? We want damage, and we want length and duration.
It does make it
30 seconds, Toby. 30 seconds.
It does make it really, really interesting as far as high ground defense goes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Good luck trying to push into a 30-second macro fire.
Yeah, and with Sonic Wave as well. Like you got macro fire down. You've then got your Sonic Wave, so you can clean up most of the waves that Vega try and push in with. But then again, Vega have a lone druid, so you don't really care, as long as the bear can survive.
Yeah, how's the bear doing now? Well, he's got 3.2k mag. What's he going to go for next? He's just going to pick up that Hyperstone. Yeah, he's
It's AC.
I told him actually, who was I looking at? It's the Night Stalker Funnick. He picked up... Oh, he's actually going to go for Lotus Orb here next on the Night Stalker. That's a bit of an interesting one.
How much do I just want to see him? Just Omni slash back.
Omni slash back.
Primarily...
I mean, this is really nice because, of course, I guess you drop it down on the Quap, she jumps in, and then suddenly Doom, he's got to question whether he wants to Doom straight away.
Yeah. It can also dispel the Hex of the line.
Lotus Orb is really nice against Vega's lineup, yeah.
I got a couple of things that it can work nicely with. How's Illidan looking for his next item? Because he's had this armlet nest and wide.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He hasn't got a new item in the last 10 minutes, and okay, there it is. It's going to be a Deso for him.
Oh,
Lets him
look
fight
at this.
hard, Funnick, good positioning. And he's able to see Vega coming.
Absolutely, this Axiom he's doing great stuff here for the side. And the question is, do they want to try and fight into this one? I mean, we can see at the moment, Spirit, I think they're a little bit scared of taking these 5-on-5 engagements because, you know, the team fight from Vega, it's pretty good.
It's the Infest, man. It's the Infest play here
Does
from
he really
Team
try and
Spirit.
go in?
Yeah, he really wants to have a crack at this. The tower will drop. Funnick makes it nighttime. There's your initial jump. The Fiend's Grip is keeping Solo out of place. There's no Doom for this. It's still a 1-for-1 trade-off as they try and isolate out the Doombringer. The Team Spirit doesn't look like they got enough power for it all. They have to retreat.
This Omni Slash from FN just ripped through them with the Empower. He's getting himself a triple. Always want to fly, trying to get himself back. You see no one just skewering forward. He wants to chase this, and this has got to be worrying for Spirit. You just lost a fight where Doom wasn't used, RP wasn't used. You were the ones initiating. I mean, we said when they're on the sidelines, do they really want to try and run in and have a head-on collision there with Vega and RP? You know, they just want to kill people, and they're going to get it. It might even be an Ultra for FN. Nah, it's going to go the way of just split between them. But I don't know. This
is 2 lanes of Rax.
yeah, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad for Spirit. I really feel, you know, we talked at the start how, you know, Vega's lineup, it was going to get to this point where you kind of put the heroes against the other heroes, and then a certain set of heroes are better. And Vega's heroes are just, you know, the Omni Slashes from FN just doing so much each time. And
I think FN also had like a big advantage coming into that last fight. It's the fact that he bought the Skadi just before it began. So Team Spirit weren't really ready for him to be that tanky. And the fact that you already had the high levels up in Omni Slash, like they've just been playing catch up.
I can see they are going to be able to punish Solo at least. And they'll keep the melee Rex alive in the mid lane. Oh. Always want to fly his. Look at FN. He's just going to ignore them and hit the Rex.
He's too much of a boss.
Oh, nice skewer as well for Noah coming in and grabbing 2 gold black. He's not going to get himself out with the Glimmer Cape. FN brings him down.
It's over.
What a way to finish this one off for Vega.
It's so over.
GG, well played. Man.
God bless one of the few captains that will admit defeat when he knows it's over. And like, you just burnt so much as Team Spirit. You had nothing more to work with. That's actually so, like, you knew it was coming though. And I mean,
we said from the draft. We said the draft. It was Vega's lineup. It was going to do this all the time, and the thing that kind of threw us off at the start was like in the early game, all right, Team Spirit doing really well, Funnick's making these amazing rotations, but then it just never kind of went into anything. There was a couple of YOLO plays from Spirit when they tried to push onto the Radiant half of the map, but I mean, Illidan, he never really got off the ground on the lifesteal. It was somewhat pick up a Deso at the last fight. I don't think he even managed to touch anyone with it. He just died straight away. I don't know, man. That was Vega kind of playing the level that we expect, I think, from them.
Yeah, and Team Spirit playing the level which we kind of expected from them.
Yeah, they've been struggling recently. They've had their ups and downs.
Really good. Like you get such an advantage with Funnick on the offlane.
Yeah.
He instantly rotates. You find another kill. Oh, this is brilliant.
Yeah, it was like, wow, okay, this is great for Spirit.
We go into our next nighttime phase. Oh, isn't this great? He's now sitting, and like he's got himself an Aghanim Scepter. He's progressing with Midas. You got all these things which are starting to pile up. Everything's working nicely for you, right? Lifesteal, he's got SMY and Armlet. Holy crap, we're in a great position. Queen of Pain's got early Orchid. Even better. And then they gave Vega space.
Yeah, and
then they missed their fights, and yeah.
And as we can see, the lifesteal ends up with 1 kill, 4 assists. I feel like Illidan just played too much of a passive game. The CS difference between himself, I mean, you're never going to out-farm a Jug that's got Empower. And as we can see, you know, FN finished the game with 100 CS ahead of the lifesteal. It's just the farm wasn't good enough on Illidan, and yeah, Vega's play was really, really solid stuff. And I don't know, going into the next game, I think Team Spirit, they need to switch it around a bit. I just feel, I don't know, as you say, I think Iceberg's much better suited to something like a Wind Ranger or a T. Something he's going to be able to carry the game on. Because on a Quap, especially against a lineup like this, he was getting, doomed RP'd every time. They're just like, nope, we're getting rid of you. You're not going to have a chance to hit Sonic Wave. I feel like we saw single digits of Sonic Waves that game. It wasn't a lot.
Vega prioritizing the right targets. Yeah. Positioning was fantastic. Team Spirit didn't find their openings. And Vega just, like, they're going to be really happy as well. The fact, like, just after you take Roshan's Team Spirit, and then you accept that smoke gank, and it goes so
that smoke
heavily
gank was
for you.
That was really kind of the big swinger.
Yeah, it really was. Guys, break time. I'll be back. Game 2, just a bit.